Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for July the 8th. I'm going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and then after that I'll pull one card for each sign, and we'll look at how those energies interact together. If you know your sun sign, I have a lot of cards trying to jump out, but nobody's made it so far, so they don't count. If you know your sun sign, then you can get a decent chunk of information from a little video like this. If you know your house placements, then you can actually get quite a bit of information from one of these videos. Overall energy is showing up as the Four of Wands in reverse. I don't know if you guys can hear the dog barking upstairs as I'm pulling the card. I apologize. Not sure what he's barking at. Let's take a look at each sign's energy. Four of Wands in reverse talks about being away from home, possibly detaching from something. This could be about a separation, although for me with the Four of Wands, that would be a temporary separation. Four of Wands is always temporary. Whether people know about that it's temporary when it first happens or not doesn't matter. It usually is. I've never seen it stay permanent. All right, let's see what else we have for energy here today. And let's see how it all plays out for each sign. Cards want to slide. This is the Light Seers Tarot or the Light Seekers. I'm not sure which. I've kind of forgotten the actual name exactly. All right, so Aries, Knight of Pentacles showing up for you guys. This just tells me that you're going to be doing something away from home to make sure that your budget goes as far as you want it to. So you could be working away from home, or maybe you're going somewhere to buy something that is much less expensive in some other place than where you live, but traveling away from home to make the budget last as long as you can get it to last. Okay. Then Taurus, Three of Pentacles showing up in reverse. This is basically telling me that there's something going on with somebody in your home. Could be like a roommate or somebody else that, that would be in your home. Could be a family member, but something going on where you guys were planning on collaborating on something, and now we see that that is not actually happening today after all. Next up, we're looking at Gemini. Ten of Cups coming up with that Four of Wands and the overall energy. This just tells me, Geminis, that you are spending some happy time away from home, feeling very emotionally satisfied, fulfilled, relaxed, feeling good, spending time away from home, Geminis. Cancer. Nine of Swords showing up in reverse. Okay, so Cancers, I think you've been thinking about detaching from home or detaching from family or from tribe members, and what you're finding is just that thought is making you feel a lot more relaxed and a lot less stressed out than you have been lately. Next up, let's look at Leo. Leo. Two of Wands showing up. So Leo's Two of Wands along with the Four of Wands, both in reverse. Four of Wands in the overall talks about going away from home, away from your home base, detaching energetically from something. And with the Two of Wands in reverse, I think that you are having a hard time deciding if you want to do that or not. Do you want to detach from something? Do you want to leave home for a little bit? This is leaving home temporarily, by the way. Taking a break. This is even taking a break in a relationship. It is just temporary. But whatever this is that you are relating to as far as meanings on this card, and I do think it's going to be different things for different ones of you, you're having a hard time making up your mind if you actually want to detach or go away from your home or your home base for a little while. So some confusion for you there on that. Virgo. Magician. This just means that you're getting away from your regular environment to be able to create something that you would like to create, to be able to manifest something that you want in your life. Okay. Next up is Libra. So Libras, you guys have the High Priestess. Woo woo, look at you. So Libras, one of two things is happening here. Either you are somebody who does some type of energy work or light worker of some kind, and you're doing some work that is away from home today, or you are going to see somebody who does some type of light work, and you're going to see them. Um, a couple of ways could be going on. You could be actually leaving your home to see them, or this could be some kind of long distance thing where you're meeting with this person on Zoom or on Skype or just even by phone. Could be happening as well. Interesting, interesting. That's pretty specific. Next up, let's look at Scorpio Tower. Look at that. Big shakeup, maybe a big change in our perspective on something. Look at this. What's going on? Big change, but we're away from home. So we can say that whatever this big change is, for those of us with Scorpio placements, it's not about being home. It's something that happens while we're actually away from home, or it's something that happens where there's a big shakeup that is outside of our home, outside of our tribe, outside of our family. Okay? So some type of big shakeup that is happening today. Yeah, it's interesting. I can tell you what it's not about, but with these two cards, I can't tell you what it is about. So it's not about home. It's not about family. It's not about whatever you consider your home base to be, whether that's your office or whatever. Big shakeup can be something that there's big changes actually happening in the tangible world. It can also be a big shakeup in how you view things as well. Or I should say how we view things, considering I've got a stellium in Scorpio. Definitely going to be some big changes, and they're going to be surprising, unexpected as well. Now, that's not always bad. That's just not always bad. I've been a Scorpio for all of my life, and a lot of times these changes and these towers that show up scare the heck out of people. And they used to scare the heck out of me, and then I realized, wait a second, that actually worked out really well for me. So I don't even see this necessarily being so bad right when it happens. It does not feel, I don't think it's going to be like pleasant, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's going to be devastating to us personally, just because it is outside of our circle. It's going to be something that's going on outside of our inner circle. And I think it is going to change our perspective and probably galvanize us into some type of action as well. And I feel like that action is going to be something that is helpful to whoever is experiencing this tower. I'm really not seeing it as our personal tower as much as I'm seeing that it happens to somebody else really influences us and makes us change our perspective. That's what I'm going to say about that. Okay? I'm not candy coating, you guys. If you've been watching me a while, you know I don't candy coat things, but that is how it's coming into me. Next up, let's look at Sagittarius. King of Pentacles showing up for Sagittarius. So I'm cutting off the top of that card, aren't I? Oops, daisy. King of Pentacles for Sagittarius. All right, so Sagittarius, I think you guys may be taking a little trip to go visit somebody. Or some of you, maybe you're traveling with this person. But the King of Pentacles personality is somebody who's showing up as central to this idea of you being away from home. All right, and the King of Pentacles is someone who is very well grounded. They generally are feeling pretty secure. They're pretty secure emotionally. They're also pretty secure as far as financially as well. They're usually pretty comfortable in their own skin. They're pretty aware of, they're just pretty aware of themselves and of their environments, and they're pretty comfortable in their own skin. This is generally somebody who is not necessarily the life of the party, but generally somebody who really knows some good information and is happy to pass along good information if they feel like it'll help you. So this is somebody who can be very grounding and can have really good advice sometimes too. So we like seeing that type of personality show up in your sphere of influence, Sagittarius, whether you're traveling with them or traveling to them, either one. Capricorn. Sun card showing up in reverse, Capricorns. Four of Wands also in reverse. So I think that you're away from home today, and I think that part of the reason that you're away from home is that you want to share your truth about something or share the truth about something with other people. So Capricorn, some of you could be out there doing some type of journalistic type work where you're documenting the truth and sharing that. Some of you could be doing some type of presentation and teaching some things and passing along some truth. Some of you could just be interacting with people more on a one-on-one basis. Either way, I do feel like you're away from home today, Capricorn, and you're away from home to pass along some truth. That's the best way for me to put it. The sun really illuminates everything. So when we have the moon, we have secrets, because with the moonlight, there's deceptive sort of illusionary shadows around. With the sun, we don't have that kind of shadowing. Everything is pretty clear cut, easy to see whenever we've got good, clear sunlight. So for me, the sun card is about the truth. The idea that it's in reverse just means that you're sharing the truth with other people. And this goes back to away from home, to share the truth with other people. You could potentially be sharing the truth with other people online, like Zoom or Skype or something like that as well, and that would get the truth out to people who are not at your home or at your home base. So that could be happening. You may not literally be traveling, but your ideas are certainly traveling. Okay. So who was that? That was Virgo? All right. No, that was Capricorn. Next up is Aquarius. All right, so Aquarius, we have the Empress showing up in reverse. All right, so this is telling me with this Four of Wands in reverse as the overall energy, Aquarius, you are away from home, and I think that you're not really liking this idea of being away from home. You feel like you could do so much more if you were at home or at your home base. I feel like this is something that you're tolerating because you feel like you need to, but I don't think you're expecting to, I don't see you being gone very long at all. All right, and next up, let's look at Pisces. So Pisces coming up with the King of Wands, with the Four of Wands showing up in reverse. This is our second card that shows up with a king, or our second sign. So same thing as with that last sign that had a king card come up. I do feel like you guys could be traveling today, especially with the King of Wands showing up as well. I do feel like this would just be a trip away from home. I do think you're going to go back home. So this is not talking about moving, but just doing some type of traveling, maybe for work, maybe for tourist type purposes. Either way, I feel like this is an adventure for you. You may be traveling to see the King of Wands, somebody who thinks outside the box, is very adventurous, doesn't like to let culture or society tell them what's acceptable. It sort of blazes their own trail. But for most of you, I feel like this is not so much about traveling to see a person or even traveling with a person. I feel like this is you guys, Pisces, just being very adventurous, just wanting to get out there and have a change of scenery and more or less see what you can see. You know, kind of seeing what's out there and enjoying it. You may even be doing some type of, what do they call that, like an adventure vacation where you do your zip lining and your canoeing and stuff like that. You could be doing stuff like that while you're away from home when this card shows up. Definitely an adventurer type of card. So that's what I've got for everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Looking forward to working with some of you personally later on today, and the rest of you I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.